Hi, in this video we're going to make a little bit of practice with the properties that we'll learn in the exponential and logarithmic section. So let's start with this three functions. We have first y equals log of x squared plus 4. So the derivative of this is going to be 1 over x squared plus 4 because it's a natural log, times by chain rule the derivative of x squared plus 4, which is going to be 2x. Now if f of x is if f of x is 2 log of 6x, remember that we can do this in two different ways. One of them is writing the log of 6x as log of 6 plus log of x using the properties of the logs. And so if we calculate the derivative that way, we're gonna get that this is 2 over x. We also can do it by chain rule, and by chain rule the way that this goes is we get 1 over 6x times 2 over here, and then times 6 by the chain rule, the derivative of 6x, and so that's going to be the same thing, 2 over x. Now finally number 3 is g of x is x cubed plus 5 times log of x, and in here we just have a product rule. So g prime of x is going to be 5x to the 4 times log of x plus x to the 5 plus 5 times 1 over x. We can simplify a little bit if we want to, but that's the main idea. Now we have the following sets of exercises. First, we have log base 7 of x, and so if we take the derivative of that, remember it's going to be pretty much the same idea, is 1 over x, but now we got to multiply by the natural log of 7 because we have this log base 7 in here. In this case we have multiplication of 7 by 2 to the x, and remember when we do exponentials with a base different than Euler, what we do is we gotta multiply by the log. So the derivative of 2 to the x is still 2 to the x, but we gotta multiply by log of 2. Now in this case we have y equals 21 to the minus x sine of x. We can do this in two different ways, as a product or as a quotient. So if we rewrite this with positive powers, we get sine of x divided 21 power to the x. And so the derivative is going to be a quotient rule. Derivative of sine is cosine times 21 power to the x minus sine of x, and then the derivative of 21 to the x, which is 21 power to the x log of 21. And then we divide by 21 to the x square. In the case of y equals log of 7 cosine square, we can play it however we want. So let's just do it directly using chain rule. This is 1 over 7 cosine square of theta times, and now we're going to do the derivative of this, which is going to be 14 cosine of theta, and then the derivative of cosine of theta, which is going to be minus sine of theta. So we're going to get a minus here, and that's it. The result is minus 14 sine of theta cosine of theta over 7 cosine square of theta. We can of course simplify this a little bit more. This 14 with 7 is minus 2 sine of theta over 1 cosine of theta. So at the very end this is going to be minus 2 tangent of theta. Number A is 5x to the 5 times log of x. So this is essentially a common product rule. So f prime of x is the derivative of this is 25x to the 4 log of x plus, and now we're not going to take derivative in this one, and derivative of log of x is 1 over x. and we're done. Number 9 is log of 3x. So the derivative of this goes with a chain rule, so it's 1 over log of 3x times, and now the chain rule, which is going to be the derivative of log of 3x, which is actually 1 over 3x times 3. Okay, so the end result of this will be 1 over x log of 3x. Number 10 is a product rule, and we have x to the 8 times 7.5x. So since this is a little bit larger, let's do it over here. G prime of x for 10 is going to be 8x to the 7 times 7.5 to the x plus x to the 8, and now the derivative of the exponential, which is itself, but because it has a different base of e, we need to multiply it by natural log of 7.5. Number 11 is a quotient rule with some exponentials. So we have f of x equals 2 to the x over 2 to the x plus 3. For the derivative, we take derivative of 2 to the x, which is 2 to the x log of 2 times 2 to the x plus 3 minus, and then now 2 to the x times 2 to the x times log of 2. Remember the derivative of 2 to the x plus 3 is 2 to the x log of 2 plus 0. So that's what we get this, and then divided by 2 to the x plus 3 square. We're likely going to be able to simplify this one a little bit, so let's check that out. This 2 to the x and 2 to the x is going to be 2 to the x plus x, this 2, log of 2, right? And then this plus 3 log of 2 to the x minus, and then 2 to the x plus x log of 2 over 2 to the x plus 3 squared. Notice that this is essentially the same thing, this and this, so we actually get to cancel that. This can be represented in two ways. This is 2 to the 2x or 4 to the x, whatever fits better. But essentially I get to cancel this and this since they're the same thing. And so this is 3 times 2 to the x log of 2 over 2 to the x plus 3 squared. Okay, and with this we finish this section.